everybody, I'm Miss Morrow, your art teacher. Today we will be drawing a self-portrait. Here's an example of a self-portrait. My daughter did this of herself. Her eyes are closed. So you can add your own features, your hair, your skin color, your clothes, facial expressions, all of that. First, let's talk about art history. Whenever we do an art project, it's always good to think about a famous artist who has done the same art project and they're significant in your history or culture. So we are going to look at Miss Frida Kahlo. Here's Miss Frida Kahlo right here. She's a famous Mexican artist and she used to fight for women's rights. Alright, so that's our famous artist art history for today. Now, you can use any size paper you want. We're going to fold our paper first. When we fold the paper, it gives us crease lines. You don't have to do this. You can draw the lines. So I'm going to do both. Alright, the first way we're going to do it is fold it in half. Crease. Fold it in half again and make the corners kiss. Crease. So now we have 4 spaces. We want 8 spaces. So we're going to fold it in half again. Make the corners kiss. Alright. Hear my dog in the back. You should have 8 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have that right here on the board as well. Alright, I'm going to move this paper aside and we're going to move over to the board. Alright, so if you don't want to fold the paper in half, what you can do is you can use a ruler. Grab my ruler. Alright, so you can use a ruler and you can sketch the lines going down. Alright, so now the next step, you can use your hand. Now the secret to drawing is knowing your 3 different tips. Knowing your lines, your shape, and your letters. Remember that, okay? So I am going to take my hand that I do not draw with, put my fingers together, and I'm going to sketch or draw an oval around my hand. I'm not even touching my hand. I'm going to move my hand away, and now I have my oval. Alright, through the middle of the face, I'm going to sketch a line going across, and I'm going to sketch a line going down. Now we have 4 spaces inside of there. Now, if you want some extra lines, you can divide the bottom half in half and the upper part in half. So now we have 8. Alright? That's the head. For the neck, we're going to think about our neck. 2 curvy lines. So if I take my finger and trace along the side of my neck, it's a curvy line on both sides. So I'm going to draw a curvy line. Now let's trace our shoulders. Okay? So here's my shoulder. Can you see? Alright, my shoulders are curvy. Alright, so now I'm going to do this line right here. That's this part. Your shoulders are curvy, not pointy. And draw a line straight down. Alright, let's go back up to the head. Where are our eyes? If you take your thumb and touch the side of your eyes and touch the top of your head, then you see that your eyes are right here where your thumb is. So this is equal distance if you go like that. So our eyes are actually in the middle of our head. Wow! Alright, so this line right here will be the eye line. How do you draw an eye? Let's use the mirror and look in the mirror. Alright, use your mirror. Now, rainbow line, upside down rainbow line. I like to call it a football oval. Alright, I'm going to draw a little bit darker. Here's my rainbow line. The space in between your eyes are the length of one eye. So kind of use your own judgment. Now we're going to draw an upside down rainbow line, or a smiley face line, or the letter U. There's so many different ways to make it easier to draw. So I have 2 football ovals. All right, let me make sure my tape is holding my paper down. Inside of there, I'm going to draw another rainbow line. Now, let's look at our iris pupils. Look in your mirror. What shape are they? I like to call it a baseball circle. If it's stretched out too long, it could be an egg-shaped oval. So I just do 2 curvy lines. All right. Now, our nose. This line right here is for our nose. If you look at this little piece right here, what letter could that be? Take your finger and feel. What do you think? It's a letter U. So I'm going to do the letter U. On the sides, it's a curvy line. I like to call it the backward C and the frontward C and the backward C. If you want, you can even connect it with a little rainbow line. Whatever you do, do not draw your nostrils. If you draw those 2 circles, you will look like a pig. So we don't want to draw those circles because it'll look like you have a little pig nose. So I never draw the nostrils, so you just see the top portion. You only draw the nostrils unless you're looking up like this, and we're not looking like that. All right? There is your eyes and your nose. Let's talk about the lips. Use your finger. Trace over the top of your lip. What letter can that be? What about a curvy letter M? I'm going to move down a space. I'm going to sketch out a curvy letter M. Now start thinking, do you want to smile big or serious? Depending on how big or wide your smile is, depends on how wide you want to draw your curvy letter M. Now, let's think about this part of the lip. Trace underneath your bottom lip. What kind of letter or line would you say? If I think about letters that are curvy like this, I would think about the letter U. Here's my long letter U catching up with the ends of the letter M. And then if your mouth is closed like this, then you just draw a line going across. If you want to stretch out your M to smile, then you got to stretch out your bottom letter U like that. You can even do smile lines. All right, so now we have our eyes, our nose, and our lips. We are doing facial features. Remember to look in the mirror. I'm teaching you the basic shapes, boys and girls, but if you think that you look differently, you look in the mirror and draw exactly what you see. Everybody has different shape facial features. Here's another tip. If you touch the side of your eye and trace it around to the side of your face, what do you find? Your ears. All right, so our ears, the top of our ear lines up with your eyes. So on the side of your face, I want you to draw half of a heart. And then, this is another tip. If you touch the bottom of your ear and trace it around to the front of your face, you find your nose. Isn't that interesting? So I'm going to come to the nose line and curve it in. Look at that. Some people want to draw bigger ears. You look in the mirror and see the way your ears look to you. Try to make them the same on both sides. Let's stop and talk about math. There's a math vocabulary word called symmetry. Whatever is on one side of your face is on the other side of your face. When things are the same on both sides, that word is called symmetry or symmetrical. If one side is different, then it's asymmetrical. All right, so our faces have symmetry. Now, if you have one dimple or a set of moles on one side like I do, or freckles on one side, then that's not going to be symmetrical. But make sure you add your own details that are unique on your face. All right, so we have our eyes, our nose, our mouth, and our ears. Let's do the hairline. Your hair does not start on top of your head. This is your forehead. We need a hairline. So this line right there is going to be our hairline. Look in the mirror. Some people have the widow's peak. Some people have different kind of hairlines. I'm just going to do a basic rainbow line. I'm going to go a little bit above that. So this space right here on the top of my head, it's all my hair. All right. Depending on what type of lines your hair has, then that's what you will draw. I'm a girl, so I'm going to put some baby hair. And I have on a headband, so I think I'm going to draw one more little line right here. And then I have big curls. So when you do hair, it's nothing but lines. Then you could just do wavy lines for your curls. My hair comes to my shoulder. So I'm going to go on top of my head and go around. If you have a ponytail, you can draw a ponytail. Remember your secret to drawing: line, shapes, and letters. Let's see. If you want just a U-shaped neck, you could do that. If you want sleeves, you could do that and add your arms in on both sides. So there's your shirt. Let's see, I have freckles on the left side of my face. This would be the left side if I was looking this way. Not freckles, but moles. All right. Oh, we forgot the eyebrows. Do you know our eyebrows are shaped differently from each other? All right. So you could draw a rainbow line, a pointy line, or you can draw individual lines. Now from here, you can erase your pencil line. These lines are called lines of symmetry. Remember, we talked about math. Remember, art relates to everything in the whole world. And then you can add color. You can color with markers, crayons, oil pastels, paint, anything you want. All right, boys and girls. So this is the end of my self-portrait lesson. I hope you had fun. Bye.